Hey guys, I just wanted to give a quick update. You might be able to tell from my voice I'm pretty sick, but I promised you that I would walk you through some of my first troubleshooting steps of this hairline. We're about a week in, and I'm just now starting to notice a little bit of lift in the front hairline. Now, for most people, I don't think like you would be able to tell at all. Like, this is how it looks. I literally just got out of bed because I'm not feeling well, so I slept in a little bit, rolled out of bed, and you can see like how well it really holds its shape. But if you look really closely, like when I lift this up, do you see how a little bit right there, like on the corner, see how that's, you can kind of see the sticky glue coming up? That's really all it's doing. And I could probably just leave that alone, but I'm gonna fix it now. Why? Because it's Friday, we're heading into the weekend. And so if I make a mistake, at least I know I have the whole weekend to fix my mistake and I don't have to have like anxiety over that. I'm gonna have to use alcohol to kind of release some of this front line, pin it back, and then use glue to glue it back down. So I'm gonna have you guys watch me do this, and hopefully it's helpful for you when you guys go on your hair journey yourself. Before I get started, I wanna show you a few of the things that I think I'm gonna need. And so this is what I prepared. Alligator clip. That's just gonna be able to clip my front of my hair back so that way it kind of keeps that lift. And that way I can address the hairline and then kind of slowly roll it back down. I am using Ghost Bond XL. This is what I originally had my hair system installed with. And as you can see, it's been a week and it's held up really, really well. I have some alcohol. This is 99%, so this will really help dissolve any glue or help clean up any oils on my forehead. And then I have a rat tail comb. This can really help at the very end. You can kind of stick it in and help press down your hairline once you put that new glue on there. And then, I don't know if this is gonna work well, but this is a silicone spatula. And I'm gonna hopefully use that to kind of just sneak some of the glue under the hairline. But I don't know if that's gonna work very well. We're gonna find out. And then at the end, if you need it, I have just a water spray bottle. And then this is a leave-in conditioner spray specifically for human hair wigs. Someone recommended this on Reddit and it's been working so well. It's kept my hair very fresh and soft and healthy feeling and able to manage. Like in the mornings, I just spray this in there, comb it, and I'm good to go. So that's what I'm gonna be using to do everything. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing, I'm gonna dip this Q-tip into alcohol and I'm just gonna kind of apply it to the very front line and see if I can get a little bit more lift out of it. So that way I have some canvas to work with so I can clean the edge up, and then I have enough canvas to put more glue on so that way it sticks really well. We'll see how this Q-tip method works with lifting up that front edge, and let's see how it goes. And you can see it's actually like that lifted it up really, really well, really easy. So we'll see. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, because I've never done this, but we're gonna see. Because you're using adhesives, you never get it on the front perfectly well. Sometimes you get a little bit of the adhesive right on your skin. And so of course that's gonna attract dirt, and then you'll get dust and things like that, like kind of sticking to the glue on your skin, and then your scalp can start looking a little bit dirty. So it's always good to use like an alcohol or some sort of cleaner every once in a while, just to make sure that the front of your forehead is not attracting that dirt. Okay, so far so good. You see I have a little bit more lift everywhere now. So I'm just kind of working this Q-tip along the edge like that, and it's slowly lifting up. And this is like, and you see, there's the edge right there. So far this hasn't been, too bad. Gonna get it nice and clean there. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna clip the hair back now that it's kind of lifted. So now I have enough canvas, I think, to work with. Okay, you can see I have my hair clipped back now, so it just gives a nice surface. You can see the edge of the hairline there. This is such a good unit. It's so invisible, and you can see just how natural it looks. So this has been really, really great to work with. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna clean up the edge a little bit more. I'm gonna apply glue, and then we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna take this little cotton pad, and I'm gonna dip that in alcohol, and then we're gonna do kind of the rest of the hairline like that. I'm just gonna fold it over like this, and then come up into the hairline and just clean that all up. I'm gonna go a little bit lower down my forehead just to make sure I get all those oils and any dirt that might be kind of just sitting there. so it doesn't creep back up when I'm doing this maintenance. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. You can see that it's still a little bit wet, so I'm gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna go and put some glue on. Okay, so now that I have it lifted up, I'm gonna put the glue on. I have this little applicator. Shout out to the toupee queen. She gave me this in my little take-home kit after I got my hair installed. So I'm just gonna use this Ghost Bond, and then I'm gonna use this applicator, and I'm just gonna lightly put a layer of glue on the edge, and then I'll put a little bit on my skin. Then I'm gonna blow dry it to make sure it dries clear, and then that's when it's tacky enough to where you can set it down. You can do more than one coat if you want. I haven't really decided if I'm gonna do 1 or 2 coats. A little trick that the toupee queen taught me was if you put the glue on the front edge of your hairline, like on the actual polyurethane itself, then you can lower the hair unit down onto your skin and then lift it back up. It'll leave a perfect imprint of where that glue should be on your forehead, so you don't take the glue and put it too far down. So that's a quick tip. Okay, so now the glue is applied to the hair unit, and I put a little thin layer on my scalp itself. It goes on white, but you want to make sure that it dries clear before you put the hairline down. If you do it too fast while it's still a little bit white, it's not going to adhere well. So you want to make sure that it's totally clear. You can use a blow dryer to speed up this process. I just don't want to make a mistake, especially since this is my first time. I don't want to accidentally use the blow dryer and blow loose hairs into the glue itself. So I think the name of the game here is to be patient. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to wait for it to air dry. Once it dries clear, I'm going to slowly roll the unit back down onto my scalp, and we'll see what happens. Still waiting. You can see a little bit of the white glue right there. So I'm just waiting for that to dry. I'm not going to rush this process. I just don't think it's worth it. It's a lot of work to look this beautiful. Okay, moment of truth. I think I'm ready to roll this hairline back down onto the scalp, and we're going to see how we did. So I'm going to put a little bit of pressure right here with my finger to make sure the hairline doesn't just drop on me. I'm going to pull out the alligator clip. So I have it like this, and I'm just going to slowly roll forward, making sure I'm not getting any of the hair in there. Okay, it's forward. From here, you can do a couple things. I can take the edge of this rat tail comb, and I can just kind of put it in there, straight in, and then press down. So that's one way to do it. Another way that I've seen people do it is they'll put the edge of the comb in there. Just be really careful. Put it right at the edge, put it in about maybe a 1/4 inch back, and then press down. So you just put the teeth in a little bit back, press down, and that'll kind of help press down those edges. So now I'm just going through, I'm just making sure all of it's down. I'm sure I'm gonna have to clean up some of it. What I'm checking for is that when I touch my forehead, it's not super sticky. The last thing you want is a bunch of glue getting into your hair. And I can tell there's a little bit of glue right here. That's okay, I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna get a Q-tip. So I just dip my Q-tip in a little bit of alcohol, and I'm gonna go right to that spot, and I'm just gonna kind of clean it. Being careful not to release the edge of my hairline, but I can clean the glue at least. And I can see where the edge of the hairline is, so I could just make sure that I'm not getting that. I'm just gonna go through the rest of my hairline, clean up any glue that maybe I left there, and we'll see how it looks in the end. Okay, I think we're done. There was a little bit of stickiness on the edge. I just wiped a little bit of alcohol on it with a Q-tip and just cleaned up the hairline a little bit where I felt any of the tackiness. I don't want my hair to stick to that. Right now, I'm just gonna spray my hair with some water and then maybe some leave-in conditioner, and we're gonna see how that hairline looks. Now, you don't wanna really get your hair super wet after re-gluing it, but I'm just doing a little bit here just to make it, pliable. I'm gonna use this shark tooth comb and just kind of go through, being really gentle. You always wanna brush your hair system at least once a day to make sure there's no knots. I'm gonna try this leave-in conditioner, this wig conditioner that I've been using. It's been working really well for me, so I'm gonna spray it all around. I don't put too much, just enough to kind of get it a little bit moist. Don't breathe it in. Probably shouldn't do that. I'm just gonna brush this through my hair, and I'm gonna try to get really close to this hairline, but it looks really good. So obviously I'm gonna get better at this as I go. This is my very first time. So here's the hairline. What you will see, you can see just barely maybe the edge, and you can see some shine there. So a couple of reasons you can see that shine. Number one, I can tell right now, I need to go through there and get a little bit more of that glue off. That glue can make it kind of shiny. The other thing is, for sure, the ring light is putting a lot of harsh lighting on the hairline, so that's gonna reflect a lot too. So, but you can see like right here, I probably need to get some of that glue off. But otherwise, if I was outside right now, right, like this looks really good. I would be happy with this, especially for my first time. And I don't style it all the way back like this. So like what I do is I'll push it forward a little bit. And I'll blow dry these little fringe pieces forward just a tad so it kind of like hides that area. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it turned out really, really well for my first time. That leave-in conditioner gives it just enough shine and moisture to look really healthy. You can see it holds its shape well. And then a little trick is I'll just take one of these rat tail combs and I kind of just pull a little bit of that front edge just to get some of these baby hairs. It kind of just obscures that hairline, so it's not super, super obvious that you're always showing that edge of your hairline. When you do that, if you're always showing your hairline like that and super exposed, you're always going to be thinking like, can people see it? Is it lifting up on me? So I like pulling a little bit of these baby hairs, just kind of swooping them. So that way it kind of obscures that edge. And if you see, like, look, it looks like really, really natural if I can get in really close. I don't know. I think it looks great. What do you guys think? Leave a comment if you think I did a decent job. If you have been doing this for years, please drop your tips in the comments because clearly I need them. I think I did a good job for my first time, but there's probably a lot I can improve on. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will see you next time.